Welcome to this Leadership Masterclass by A&H Consultant. Think of this as a practical guide to building your influence. Leadership is a skill set anyone can develop. We will cover the essentials, from communication and decision-making to building high-performing teams. Please have a notebook handy to jot down one key insight per slide and one action you will take within 7 days. To start, think of the best leader you have ever seen. Why did you admire them? Was it their title or their specific behaviors? What qualities defined them? Most importantly, would people follow them willingly if they had no authority? This is the heart of leadership: influence, not control. So what is leadership? It is the ability to influence, inspire, guide, and empower others toward a common goal. Note the distinction. Leadership is not about position, power, or authority. Those are given. Trust, vision, and influence are earned. Where in your life are you leading today, even without a formal title? Management and leadership are both essential, but they serve different purposes. Managers focus on process, control, and the present. Leaders focus on vision, inspiration, and the future. Managers have employees, but leaders have followers. Are the people around you complying because they have to, or following because they choose to? Leadership has a measurable impact on business results. 70% of employee engagement variance is tied directly to the manager. Strong leadership reduces turnover, drives innovation, and improves profitability. If your organization treated leadership as a business investment, would you be over-investing or under-investing? Great leaders share key characteristics such as vision, integrity, and empathy. No one is perfect in all 8 areas shown here, but great leaders are self-aware. Pick one trait you identify as your strength and one that needs work. Your weakest trait is your development focus for the next 90 days. Leadership styles are tools in your toolbox. You must adapt your approach to the situation. Autocratic works in a crisis, but coaching is better for talent development. Situational leadership, the ability to assess the person and the moment, is the ultimate skill. Which style do you rely on too much, and which one do you avoid? Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the foundation of effective leadership. It consists of self-awareness, regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Unlike IQ, EQ is something you can build through practice. Try journaling your emotions for a week to increase your self-awareness. It will change how you lead. Communication is your greatest leadership multiplier. It is not just about what you say, but how you listen. Use the SBI model: situation, behavior, impact, to provide constructive, actionable feedback. Remember, the difference between a poor interaction and a growth-focused one is clarity, kindness, and a clear path forward. Sound judgment in decision-making is vital. Follow this 7-step framework to avoid common biases. Do not settle for a binary choice. Always force yourself to identify at least 3 options. And never skip the review phase. It is the only way to turn experience into expertise. Conflict is a natural part of work. How you resolve it defines your leadership. First, listen to understand, not to debate. Then, strip away the emotion to identify the facts. Always refocus on the common goal. A good leader moves people from blame to collective problem solving through a clear, agreed-upon action plan. High-performance teams rely on psychological safety. According to Google's research, the #1 predictor of team success is the belief that you won't be punished for speaking up. Build this safety through trust, respect, and clear communication. Evaluate your own team against these 7 pillars to see where you should focus next. Effective delegation is how you scale your impact and develop your team. Don't delegate just to clear your desk. Delegate to build capability. The biggest mistake is failing to delegate decision rights. If you don't grant authority alongside the task, you create a bottleneck. What one task will you delegate before Friday? In the AI era, human leadership is more important than ever. AI can handle the data and the drafts, but it cannot handle the human connection. Your value lies in empathy, ethical judgment, and culture building. Guard your time for these distinctly human tasks and use AI to automate the rest. We close with lessons from 3 master leaders: Satya Nadella, who used empathy to transform Microsoft; Indra Nooyi, who chose long-term purpose over short-term quarters; and Ratan Tata, who built a legacy on values. Which of these leaders reflects your own values? Use these stories as inspiration for your own leadership journey. Even the best leaders fall into traps. These common mistakes, from micromanagement to poor communication, carry a high cost, eroding the trust, engagement, and retention of your team. Take a moment to identify which of these symptoms might be present in your own leadership style. Awareness is the first step, toward correcting these patterns. Now let's put theory into practice. Imagine a key employee resigns just weeks before a critical project. Your team is anxious, and your leadership is being tested. In this challenge, remember, focus on your people first, establish the facts, and maintain your calm. Your response in this moment will determine the project's outcome. Insight without action is just entertainment. This roadmap outlines a cycle for your growth. Learn, practice, ask for feedback, find a mentor, read, network, reflect, and improve. Commitment is key here. Pick one box, define one concrete action, and set a specific date to achieve it before you leave this session. Let's recap. Leadership is influence, not a title. It starts with self-awareness, builds on trust, and thrives through communication and empathy. As Simon Sinek says, leadership is about taking care of those in your charge. Underline the one takeaway from this list that resonates most with you. That is your guide for Monday morning. Thank you for investing your time in this masterclass. Remember that the true function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Carry these lessons forward, keep growing, and continue to inspire, influence, and make an impact. If you have any further questions, please reach out to us at our contact email, anhconsultant1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.